What's going on, Atlanta? Welcome back at the line. Usually it's Vada and Prince. Prince is in Puerto Rico this week, so as Prince has to say, hats off. Enjoy Puerto Rico, Prince. Enjoy time with the wifey. Be glad to have you back for next week's episode. Spring season, we got a brand new show for you. As you can see, brand new studio. TOV Sports is, set us up perfectly, man. You guys should check out the brand new studio. I'm going to send you guys some behind-the-scenes looks on our Facebook page. Speaking of Facebook, don't forget to follow us, Ultimate Hoops Atlanta on Facebook group page. Everything you need to know about Ultimate Hoops, everything you need to know about league games, training, you name it, anything you need to know about our products. It's great to have, everyone back. This season, we're going to do something a little bit differently. We're going to have a full show, recap show, highlights of every game, a chance to look back and get some insight on the league across Atlanta, compare different teams to each other, and see what's really going on in Ultimate Hoops Atlanta. Let's start it off. We're going to take it over to Woodstock. Woodstock, opening night. We had 2 games. We got a 5-team league. Really looking forward to the competition at Woodstock. We started off with Toon Squad with Mountain Brook Assisted Living. Outstanding game. 2 of those teams really battled hard. Toon Squad 1-7 last year, 1-0 now. Let's check out some of the highlights and see what went on.
First game we're going to take you to is Mountain Brook Assisted Living versus Toon Squad. Sam Bresnick with a nice pass over to Michael Corcoran, who hits Kyle Taylor for a running layup. You're going to see a lot of Kyle Taylor highlights tonight because he was killing it. Kyle Taylor snags a rebound. Langston Barnes running hard down the court for a nice lay-in. Langston Barnes is a huge pickup for this team. He definitely adds another athletic presence, shot blocker, pretty solid defender, aggressive player, type of guy you want on your team. You can see here with a nice finish. And then once you got Kyle Taylor driving the lane, nice Euro step on Jason Jesko. Jesko not the greatest of defenders in transition, but a little semi-Euro step, finger roll, looking nice from Kyle Taylor. Gotta love the way he played last night. See William York taking it on Kyle Taylor. Boom, block. Get that out of here, William York. Too big to not finish that shot, but you got Kyle Taylor there, so another big play from him. Michael Corcoran calling for the screen from Dylan Russa. Ooh, pumps middle, spin back, jumper, nothing but net. That guy is a dominant beast, man. Watch the footwork here. 1, 2, take the nice little step back, squares up, lets that thing fly. Best player in the league. Coming in the second half here, Toon Squad really dominated this game. You see Langston Barnes here, nice little Euro step, cross through. He's really got to, be contested a little bit better on the inside there. You're giving him shots was what I would do with Langston Barnes. You can't just let him drive to the hole like that. He's going to kill you all day. You watch the play here. Kyle Taylor with a nice rebound, pushes it up the court. Stolen, though, by the big man, William York, who goes in for the big-time dunk, man.
Great game, man. Joe Cafati did everything he could, 15 points. Newcomer Ray McDonald, 22 points in his debut. William York, 9 for 13 from the field, 18 rebounds, 20 points, 18 boards, everything he could. But, Michael, the beast, the man, Corcoran was just too much. 34 points, 17 rebounds, 4 steals, 3 blocks. I could go on forever. Michael Corcoran setting a statement right now that he wants the MVP, and he's not to be messed with. Game number 2, man, was the battle of all battles. Everyone knows Killer Bees and Follies get together. You're going to have a crazy, heated action game. A lot of controversy in that game. Some shoddy clockwork and statistician work done. 5 points were added to the Killer Bees score at halftime. That ended up being the game. 58-53, Killer Bees took over. Let's check out some highlights from the action.
Game 2 here. As you see Connor McKinley driving it hard to the hole. He was hard to stop all night. Got another play here from Connor McKinley. Big game. He pretty much led the way for the Killer Bees. Step back jumper right in Prince's eye. Ooh, Prince, that's got to hurt. Got the drive here. Nice spin move, spin back middle over Zach Cal. And then you see here Prince a little frustrated with the nice hard foul. Trying to send a message, but a little too late.
Great game. Now, I'm not going to add too much commentary into this. I am going to go ahead and just cut to a interview. We got to catch up with bench legend Jack Patrick. Quick little interview post-game. Let's see what Jack had.
What's going on, Ultimate Hoops Atlanta? As you see, I'm sweating. Killer Bees staying undefeated. Knocked us off 58-53 hard-fought game. Jack Patrick, man, lots said about you tonight. You obviously came out very fired up for the 6 or 7 minutes that you did get on the court. You do bring in energy from the bench. You know, your mentality does frustrate a lot of people, but that's just because winning it and losing to people is tough. How do you feel what you add to the team is important?
When I can't put the ball in the bucket, I can put hate in people's hearts. And it really frustrates people on the opposing side, gets them off their game. I just love screaming. Love yelling. Had a long day at work. You know, just got to release some energy.
I understand, man. Hey, look, it adds the edge to the Killer Bees, man. You know, every team wants that. Nobody wants to play against it. All right, man. You guys are 1-0. You guys feel another undefeated season? Is that all we're going to hear all season? Is no one's going to knock off the Killer Bees?
Take it a game at a time.
All right. Appreciate you, Jack. Always love having you out here. Does upset me. All right, Ultimate Hoops. We'll be back.
That's it from Mountain Brook, man. Got great games coming next week. Toon Squad and Skyforce take off at 7:30, followed by Follies and Mountain Brook Assisted Living with the 8:30 game. Pretty excited about the Follies Mountain Brook Assisted Living game. Patrick Fisher playing his own team, old team, seeing what he can, get going, seeing if he can get a little revenge on his old guys. Let's take it to Atlanta, guys. Atlanta League, man. First ever draft league. I'm going to pull up some of the scores here because we had 2 great games. We got 6 teams. We'll have 3 games next week. Started off with a real close one. Team BG versus the known shooters. Absolute great action. Chris Anderson, beast of a game as usual, but he fell a little bit short to the known shooters. Let's check out the action from Thursday night.
You're going to see the second game. First game of the night here in Atlanta, BG versus the known shooters. No look pass on the little cut, but Tony says, get that crap out of here. Blocks that easily on the baseline. Brian Gates dribbles it up. Nice little step back here. Boop. Give me that 3 off the glass. I think he called that one, guys. Bringing it up here, as you see. Ooh, a little steal. Milic with the no look. But once again, man, another big-time block for Mr. Tony Naismith. He is dominating the league so far this season in the first game. You know, obviously, the man to go. Let's watch this play here. Ooh, Thomas Lemon with a nice finish. Watch the footwork here. 1-2 euro, and then hangs up just enough. Kisses it off the glass. Drops it in for 2. Beautiful move by Right there, we got Tony Naismith with an easy slam on the fast break. Running transition, doing the right things, playing defense, and earning it. Reggie Armstead had a tough game, but you see here, step back 3. Boom, Chris Anderson liked that one. Probably the only thing Chris Anderson liked all night. See the free throw here by Mr. Jonathan Goodson. And that pretty much sealed the deal, and that was it. Great game from Team BG, but even better game from the known shooters, and they're 1-0 going into next week.
Yeah, like I said, Chris Anderson, 29 points, 23 rebounds, but still not enough to get through the known shooters. Known shooters, Tony Naismith led the way, 23 points, 11 boards. Just very dominant player. Exactly what you expect out of Tony. If they continue to go to him all season, it will be an easy road for the known shooters into the championship, I think. Second game of the night was a battle. Team Follies with lots of new faces, tons of free agents on the team, took on God Squad. Let's check out the action from that game.
Last game of the night, Team Follies versus God Squad. Andrew Brook back from 3 years off, hip replacement. Didn't stop him here. Beautiful move. Just nice backdoor cut to Derek Wilkins for the layup. As you see here, Greg Little, another newcomer to UH, looking like he's playing that Shaq to the Fool, James Harden defense, just standing around flat-footed, getting crushed and beat backdoor. Got a beautiful angle here of the move. Watch this move. Look at Andrew. It's like basketball didn't stop for him. Obviously a great player. You can see the flashes. We'll see what happens throughout the end of the season. But Greg Little need to step that up on D. But offense is Greg's thing. Watch the nice drive here. Eli McKnight trying to play a little defense. Greg Little, too strong, easy 2. David Vada coming down here, trying to get the nice screen. Hat playing his usual 0 defense. Little bump off the glass with the kiss and 1. Douglas Rhodes facing up here against Hat. Boom, boom. Ooh, His hat okay. Those ankles, we got to go check those ankles. Let's get this in slow motion. Look at this defense. This is just horrendous defense. Jesus. Oh, my God. Hat, 0 points, 0-0 for his team throughout the game. Here is the big moment right here. You see Ernest Flores checking into the game, cold off the bench, first play into the game, tie game in overtime. And you see the pop out, Ernest Flores from deep, just buries it. Ice cold blood in his veins. You watch here, Greg Little sizing it up, being the good team player, not taking a bad shot. Pump fake once again. Mike Hat McCarthy out of position, slow on the recovery. Bang, bang. That's a big 3 for Ernest Flores. But he was not done yet. Right back-to-back plays. As you see, Mike Hat McCarthy can't find his man, completely out of position. Dave Votto with the quick swing to Ernest Flores in the corner, knocks it down. Last chance for the God Squad, Andrew Brook. Nice defense by David Votto in that.
Man, incredible game, overtime thriller. Ryan Hewitt, big buckets down the stretch. As he gets into the mix with the guys, it will be great to see, what he has to offer. Can he be a big-time scorer for Team Follies? And hopefully they can get, back to the championship, coming off their championship. Obviously a different team, but, still not to be reckoned with. Darian Kearney, good game, but otherwise God Squad didn't see much. Derek Wolfgood's usual game from him, 20 points. Mike McCarthy, non-existent. Frankie, knee injury, didn't look too good. So we'll have to see what God Squad can bring. Look a little bit down this season, but hopefully they can knock it out. But the hero of that game was Mr. Ernest Flores, man. We got to check in with him. 2 big threes hit in the final 2 minutes of the game. Knocked them both down, cold off the bench. We have to check up with him after the game. Start the game right here. All right, coming in here real quick. What's up, Ultimate Hoops Atlanta? First season, New York connection right here. Always rocking his Carmelo jersey during the pickup run. Still repping our Knicks, even though we can't do nothing good right now. So, I hear you. Ernest, man, wasn't in the rotation early, kind of feeling the team out. A bunch of new guys, not knowing the guys. Called me out, came over to me late in the game, about a minute left. Said, "Let me get in. Let me get this guy. Let me get a stop." Got the stop. Stayed in the game. Overtime, off the bench out of nowhere, knocked down the 2 biggest shots of the game, 2 back-to-back threes. How'd you keep yourself ready coming off the bench like that?
It's just God, man. I put my faith in God. Keep team morale happy. One thing I learned from Coach K, cause I'm a big Duke fan. They didn't make it this year. They'll be back next year. Coach K said, "Hey, next man up. You never know when it's your time. Just come and shine, man. It's all a team effort, man. Like, there's no I in team, point blank. You know what I'm saying?"
So we were talking before the game. Obviously, I think that you might have a little bit of professional championship pedigree in the blood. I think you got a sibling that's a professional WNBA player, correct?
My big sister, Angel McCarthy, the Atlanta Dream, I love the Atlanta Dream, so, New York, Maryland connection, She across seas right now in Turkey doing her thing, but, she'll be back in a couple of weeks, so.
Would she be expecting those 2 big knockdown threes, like just cold, just come in and do that? Is that just what you do up in the streets of New York?
Of course, it runs in the family, man, You know it. Ruff know it. That's why I sit back and laugh. I don't talk much. I let my game do the talking, man. That's all,
All right, man. I'm feeling a little love on the UH website about the performance tonight. We're 1-0. Appreciate having you out here. Welcome to the league. All right, man. Man, great action from across the league. Can't wait to Wednesday and Thursday night to see some of the teams that didn't get to play get their first Ultimate Hoops game of the season in. Big news coming out of Atlanta. I don't know if we forgot to officially announce it, but Atlanta will have a national championship team headed to Vegas right now, working on the final rosters. If you're a UH player and you're playing one of our leagues currently, reach out to me, reach out to Douglas Rhodes, or possibly even Greg Little, one of our new players. We're setting up the squad for Atlanta. We got about 4 or 5 commitments right now, putting together the final roster. Can't wait. We're going to have TOV Sports out there with us, live streaming our games, highlight packages, getting the full red carpet treatment out there in Vegas. So looking forward to it, man. May 14th and 15th. We'll be out there the 13th, 14th, 15th. Some of us will be out there for another week, party a little bit. But, hey, Vegas, here we come. Atlanta's not to be reckoned with. We're expected to come home with a championship. I'm going to do a little bit of Prince action. I'm going to have to do a hats off. This is the most simple hats off I've ever done. Michael Corcoran. I've already done his stats. Michael Corcoran just absolutely obliterated everyone. 34 and 17. You know, Chris Anderson was a close second with the 23 rebounds, but I can't give it to him with the loss. You know, 55 PPR. So, Michael Corcoran, hats off. Hats off. All right. That's it for tonight, man. We're going to keep it nice and simple on the first episode. Maybe next week we'll have my man Prince back, hoping he can, you know, get his relaxation time in. Hopefully he got a nice tan, you know, he's a little too light-skinned. That's about it. You know, we love having you guys watch the show. Keep, you know, viewing, send comments, send requests. We would love to make the show as interesting as possible, something you guys want to watch, something you guys want to check out, all the Ultimate Hoops action. You know, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Ultimate Hoops Atlanta. Everything you need to know, all the trash talk, all the game information, all the pregame articles you can find out there. Don't forget to check us out. We're going to have TOV Sports giving all the game recaps. We'll have separate game recaps, top 5 plays of the week. Also, they're producing our At the Line show. So big shout out to TOV Sports. We appreciate having you guys with us tonight, and we'll see you next week.